Okay, we're gonna testing as if this was a live mic. We are live, y'all. This is gonna be crazy, little $20,000 event. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. We are live. We are live. Brought to you right here. Come here, Ian. This is Ian, founder of Beach Commute. What do you do?
I help people get remote jobs.
He helps people get remote jobs. Let's give it up for Ian, boys and girls. We're live. Just live streaming to the whole world right now. Hey, we're live streaming to the whole world right now. Hey, you got that? Yeah. We're live streaming to the whole world. Hey, quick announcement. We're live streaming to the whole world right now, baby. Marathon Mindset Meetup. We're going worldwide. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. It's a little chaotic, but keep mingling. We got our first speaker. He's a couple minutes late, so we're going to keep doing the thing. Work in the room, contacts, make friends, handshakes. We're going global with this one. Marathon Mindset Meetup. Let's give it up for Satya, boys and girls. Let's go. What's up, baby? Let's go. Keep them in. Hey, we got to fill out a form. Fill out the form. Yo, I got a new Airbnb for you. Hot tub. Think beach vibes. Big Airbnb. Big deal. It's going to be incredible. It's gonna be incredible. Jason, what do you got to say, bro? Who are you?
I'm Jason. I'm a business partner
Wait, come
in a
right here.
sales training business, and I'm excited for this meetup and everything that's going to be talked about here.
That's right. A little chaotic to start, right?
Definitely a little
And
chaotic.
that's the marathon mindset, because it does, like, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's right. And that's how business works. Have you ever got punched in the face in business?
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Hey,
It happens a lot.
let's go. Let's give it over Jason, everybody. All right. We're gonna go figure out the bottom screen TV. We're so live. We're so freaking big. I'm gonna go write my talk right now.
What's up?
I'm gonna go write my speech right now.
Go do that.
I've been trying, bro.
Go do that.
So, Jason, what are you doing now?
All right, y'all. Quick little update. It's 9 a.m. We were supposed to start like all of 20 minutes ago, but we are live on YouTube, marathonmindsetmeetup.com. Everybody here is going to make some sales, do some business, and then run a marathon. It'll be a good day. Stay tuned. Yeah, brother. Dude, I'm so happy we figured that out. I'm not even gonna lie. At 3 in the morning last night, at 3 a.m. last night, we did not know how we were gonna get this set up. And we made it happen. It's gonna be a good day. Don't be afraid to do the thing. Just try. Dude, that thing is so fucking sick. Get that thing out of my face. Your parking brake?
It's not fun.
audio is on, and I'll even talk at the mic for a little bit. Give me about 10 seconds for it to come through, but you should be hearing me talk through the TV in about 10 seconds.
Boys, let's crush. Let's crush.
Do it, dude. Be a vessel today.
Huh?
Be a vessel.
That's right. I threw my testimony in there.
Huh?
I threw my testimony in there. It's gonna be lit. It's the best 10-minute speech I've ever written. 500 milligrams of caffeine, 2 hours of sleep. That's how we do it. Hey, I'm gonna need some help from you and Jake on how to iron me out. But when I can clutch up in the fourth. I don't want to always live like that. So.
Jake's gonna, if you let him, he'll hold you.
Yeah, he's already taken initiative on that. He's a goat, man. Seriously. What'd you say?
You're live on audio.
I'm live on audio? Oh, shit. Welcome to the Marathon Mindset Meetup, everybody. If you can hear me but you can't see me, that's by design. Are we live for real? Let's roll.
What's up? Sorry?
Do we have all the TVs on?
Ready? Okay, so we just it's a restaurant that says to live is
Here,
good.
excuse me, guys.
I am going.
Okay, I need I'll do my podium here. Huh?
Do you want to put it back in?
No, I don't have anything to share. Just to read. I'm gonna take a piss real quick. Can you start moving everybody in? Yo, Harry. Marathon Mindset Meetup. We're absolutely live. We're absolutely dialed. We're coming to you globally, baby. It's bigger than you think. I'm gonna go take a piss, and then can we get everybody in while I'm doing that?
I need to take a piss too.
Okay.
I'll come home. Yeah, I can show you.
I'm gonna piss first. I'm about to crush this, boys. I just wrote my talk in 15 minutes. We're about to do it. Just got it.
That transition's worse, and now I can finally scale up.
Yo, watch this for a second.
Do you need help?
We're going live in 2 minutes. Satya, we're going live in 2 minutes. Hey, see if Chris needs help rounding up the people.
Hey, excuse me.
Someone in here?
Is that bathroom?
I can't tell if someone's in there. Hey, check.
I check.
Just say hello.
Hello?
Okay. It's a girl.
What's up, boys? Is there a bathroom?
No, it's right across the wall.
Y'all get out here. We're going live.
Live? Alright, we're
Boys.
we chilling and shit.
I just read the tip.
Chilling and shit, gooning. Yeah.
We're about to do this shit. I just read the best fucking 10-minute speech in
Yeah,
my
you
life, bro.
fucking did. You're
My
live
whole
on
life.
audio too.
I know.
right now.
I know. It's by design.
Are you ready? Let's pray real quick.
Let's do it.
Look at this view.
Hit me.
Heavenly Father, this is what made it looks like, doesn't it? We just come together in worship and prayer in your mighty and holy name to give thanksgiving and to just humbly lay our lives down at your feet and say thank you for the opportunity to be in service, the opportunity to host, to create experiences and memories and connections and relationships for other people, not even just ourselves. And Heavenly Father, we just want to pray that your Holy Spirit just blankets upon us like this rain right now, Father, that this house is just filled with your presence, with your word, with your name, Father, that your name is known in these rooms, in these conversations more than any other, in any other conversation. And Heavenly Father, we just want to say thank you that Tristan has brought all these people together. So we just want to pray that Tristan finds the right words to say at the right time, that all of the speakers just add value to the lives of each and every single individual here at this event today. May we be good and humble and responsible stewards to the opportunities you've given us. And it's in your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Let's roll. Let's do this.
Now we're ready, baby.
I've never been more ready in my whole life.
Never been more ready ever.
2 hours of sleep.
The retard box is here.
That's right. Excuse me.
They've just been in the game.
Where's Connor?
I know he's feeling rough. I don't know. When do we rock when we start?
Let's do it.
Good stuff, man. Happy for you.
Growth operating.
Yeah, I didn't forget about you.
It's also like shouting.
Never forget.
I'm getting out of your way.
Dude, what's up, boys? Thank y'all so much for coming. Seriously, it means the absolute world. We're gonna have a blast. Rain kind of messed us up a little bit, but we're gonna roll with the punches. We're about to do it.
Been good so far?
Yeah. I'm about to roll everybody up, and we'll start this thing. Let me squeeze by y'all real quick.
Oh yes. You have an old phone charger, like the poor people.
No, bro.
Nobody does.
I don't know what that is. No, if you find Big Snook, the Boston Celtics jacket, in the hoodie, he has a power bank.
Yeah.
Power bank with the lightning cable.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, sponsored by Evan Brown.
They have the same.
I got my little, except he's got the different.
Yeah.
Jubilee.
Yeah.
Wimbledon, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, sponsored, provided by the company. Hey, provided by Apex.
Provided by
Commission.
Apex.
That's right. Shout out to the financial advisors, baby. Do it.
I think this is the most, like, everyone can see you from here. From here can see you, from here can see you, and then from here we'll dismiss the pods.
All right, we'll get everybody crowded in like sardines. What do you think?
I think it's simple.
We'll line them up.
How much closer do you want them in?
I don't know. Do we have it on the TV?
Yeah, so for now, we'll fight down.
Let's do this TV at least, right? Is that live? Like we're here and we're here at least. We'll go 2-man. All right. Is that volume on? They can probably hear me, but they'll just be in that room. We'll start.
Got the speech done?
Yep, done. Best 5-minute speech ever, bro. You saw that in real time.
Yo, you wrote it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, folks, we're going to start corralling together. We're going to start making way here. Wrap up your conversations. Give you 1 minute, and I'm going to kick things off with the intro. So some people are going to be over here, and we got that on the TV as well. And then we'll be like sardines at first, but we'll make it happen after that. Okay. I gave him 1 minute warning. Now what?
Is Harry live?
Yeah. Hey, where's Harry?
It's gonna be the beginning of that. Where's the long time? That's it.
Simon's here. You just want to go first?
No, I got it. It'll be next.
What are we doing, man?
Dude, Marathon Mindset Meetup is Happy Valentine's Day, and a lot of single dudes in one mansion except for Dylan. We're so lit, man. We're caffeinated, motivated, elevated, and we're blessed beyond belief. We'll see you on the other side. That's right. Where's Harry? Harry.
Harrison. These guys will get so thorough.
Okay. By the way, we'll cue you in on the speaker stuff, but I'm gonna go live with mine, and then we're gonna do a little pod system. We got all the TVs live streaming.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah. Little intimate pods.
You'll want to clear the route for the camera.
Can you help me with that? And are we live?
Yeah.
Super live? All the way. Are we live on all the TVs?
Give me
2 seconds.
You need anything? What do you need? Let me know.
Yeah, so we've got this area.
Okay.
We got this TV area.
Okay.
We got one basement downstairs.
Okay.
And then there's another one. Basically, let's just see if we're all on the TVs.
Yeah.
If you could take a scan of the room.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 1, 2. Oh, and the theater.
There he is.
Hey. What's up, baby? Brother? Good to see you, brother. Yes, sir. I'm going to hit it first, then I'm going to tee you up.
Okay, perfect.
Hey!
Hello.
So great to see you.
Hannah's right there. She's
Gang.
For sure. Oh,
Hey. Good to see you. You party hard?
I did.
Let's roll.
How do I open this?
It's fun.
He wants to run.
You want to run a marathon? Huh? We'll come back. Okay. Hey, you can get him, close him up, okay?
So Simon is up first.
I am right.
Yep.
I'm first.
How you feeling?
Amazing, bro.
Dude, you good?
2 hours of sleep, caffeinated, 500 milligrams. I just wrote my speech in 5 minutes. What a crush, bro.
So speakers just stay up here.
Sure, yeah.
I do not have your
Live stream to What's that? I don't have it. So,
We'll figure that out. We'll do a 5-minute break. Let's roll.
regarding the presentation, I'll do one now, and then you afterwards.
What do we need?
The garden thing.
So are you giving the first full talk or are you just rallying?
It's like 15 minutes. It's a talk.
Okay.
So I have it here. I'll send it to the email as well.
Here, we'll solve that after my talk. We'll take a 5-minute intermission, okay?
We can solve it.
We're running late. We'll go me live. Y'all sort it out somehow behind the scenes. Or we'll take a 5-minute break. But Chris, are we going right now? What are we doing?
You want me to get everyone's attention? Are you ready? If I get everyone's attention, are you ready?
Yep.
Hey, it's on everywhere. Downstairs is a little spotty on the TV, but it's on.
Okay. Is anybody downstairs?
Dylan and a couple guys.
Okay, they'll come up.
Yeah.
We'll get everybody up on the first floor. We also have the theater. What about the theater? Are we live on the theater? Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Harrison?
All right, everyone. If you hear me clap twice. If you hear me clap 5 times. All right.
Hello?
Welcome.
Hello?
Turn it on.
Oh, I don't know how.
I got it.
Don't worry.
Stop loud.
That's fine. I got loud.
What's up, brother? You good?
Hello, hello, hello. Is everybody here? All right, I'm going anyway. All right. Hey. Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause for being at the first annual Marathon Mindset Meetup 2026. All right. Couple logistical things. Everybody in the back, pay attention. So we're gonna take the first talk from right here. All of the TVs, we got one right there. We got one in the movie theater, which is awesome and huge. It's incredible. We got one downstairs. All the talks are gonna be live streamed on the TVs. And so we had to adapt and overcome a little bit because of the rain, but you can pack like sardines in here. You go over there, theater, etc. I'm gonna run the intro talk and then we're gonna pass it around. There'll be a 5-minute break in between speakers, but let's go ahead and lock in and 30 seconds till we go live. So if you want to go over there, go over there. If you want to pack in here, 30 seconds. That's right. This is right. This is the angle? Huh? Stay on what? This? What about the camera? Dylan, how are we looking on the camera? Oh.
So there's a movie theater over there. If you want nice, comfortable, private seats, there's like 15 spots. Go to the movie theater. There's like 10 spots in the living room down here. And then there's a bunch of spots in the basement with the most seating. So if you want to breathe and not be packed like sardines, and not stand here for 2 hours, highly recommend finding a seat where you can get comfortable. Great.
But you could also pack like sardines in here with the chairs as well.
I don't want to be a sardine.
Come on.
Maybe I do.
Chris, make sure it's quiet in the back. We're going live. Y'all can stay up here. Or if you don't want to. What's up, my man? Tristan, yes, sir. Nice to meet you, brother. Awesome. Glad to have you, bro.
Thank you so much. Great place.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my man. All right. 15 seconds. Maybe 30.
You have a clicker as well, or?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Check, make sure all the TVs are good.
I get to watch
Front row seat.
But it's somewhere where
We good over here? We good over here, boys? Wait, that's late. All right. 15 seconds. Wait a second. That's late. How's it possible?
I got told that I'm facilitating over here.
That's right. We might have y'all come in here. Oh, hang tight. Give me 1 second. Yo,
Dynamic.
where's Chris? Yo, Harry, there's a delay. It's not ideal for these guys because they're going to hear it from here.
So what Chris and I talked about is either mute that TV and just hear us.
I'm going to have them come here. It'll be too
Here,
much.
come sit.
All right, guys. That's right. We might have y'all come in here. Hang tight. Give me 1 second. Real quick, y'all. I know everybody just got comfortable. Because there's a lag, that's going to be really dumb. We're going to have y'all pack in here. My talk's only about 10 minutes. Then we'll keep rolling, okay? So we'll come in here. Yeah, Harry. All right, folks. Because there's a little delay on the TVs over there, I'm gonna have some of them come in here. So my talk's only gonna be about maybe 10 minutes or less. So if you're standing, that's okay. We'll make it up for you. It'll do. All right. Let's get everybody in. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Can you mute? Can you mute that? Yeah. There's some chairs. Where's the chairs at? Here, we got some chairs. Here, Simon, help me out. Chairs everywhere. Adapt and overcome, boys. Adapt and overcome. Chairs, let's go. Chairs, let's go. Put the chairs on the floor, please. We got chairs. Don't be scared. Keep going, keep going. Let me get some more chairs for y'all. Tavon, front row seat. Ian, front row. That's muted, right? Are some people in the theater? Okay.
People in theater, people are in basement.
They know both.
Cool.
It's so funny because everyone in here is
All right. Y'all don't be scared. Y'all come up here. Are you ready? All right, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. All right. Again, thank you everybody for attending and welcome to the Marathon Mindset Meetup of 2026. Super glad to have y'all here. If it's okay, I'm just gonna pray us in, okay? All right. Lord, we thank you so much for this wonderful day. Please forgive us for our sins and hear our prayer. I just want to say I'm so eternally grateful for people traveling so far to come to Austin to meet up together, collaborate, congregate, and just come together and get skills and create opportunities, and for us to be able to host this awesome event. I pray that everybody gets out of this weekend what they need and what they're looking for, and I hope that we over-deliver in all ways. I want to pray for all the speakers that are pouring value into the attendees. I want to pray for all the attendees, and I just hope that everybody who's late, they make it safe in the rain, and we just thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. And I know you're going to look out for the marathon runners, and we just pray for safety on that. And we're so incredibly grateful, and we're going to be using this event to funnel traffic to heaven. So praise God. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. What is that noise? It's you. It's me. Okay, where's that coming from? That's less than ideal. I'm going anyway. All right. Okay. You might be thinking, what is the Marathon Mindset Meetup? So basically, I spun this landing page up together with Harrison at like 2:30 in the morning with Manus. And if you don't know what Manus is, pay attention. We got Dylan giving the AI speech here soon, so you're going to have all the cool tools and tricks. But I basically wanted to combine the marathon running thing with the sales thing. And so I'll give you a little bit of background about me. If you don't know me, a lot of people do, but if you don't, I'll give you my life story in ideally like 3 minutes or less, okay? A little bit of a sob story turned victory. Let's just run it. Okay, so if you don't know me, I'm from Hickory, North Carolina. It's a small town outside of Charlotte. I moved to Austin recently. But if we take it all the way back, I grew up really poor. My mom was making like $1,200 a month from the government on welfare. We had roaches, rats, late on rent, evictions, all the whole 9 yards. And basically, I grew up around the wrong crowd. I had the wrong mentors. I had all the wrong circumstances that you could imagine. I started selling drugs when I was like 14, and I went to jail when I was 15. And over the next few years, I developed somewhat of a victim mindset. And so I kept thinking, you know, why me? Why this? Why that? And I remember in this social studies class, this teacher gave a class on this socioeconomic ladder. And basically, whatever socioeconomic class that you're born into, there's like an 80, 90% chance that you're going to stay in that socioeconomic class. And I just remember thinking, like, that's retarded. And I'm going to wholeheartedly reject that. And so at the moment, I just decided to reject that. My circle was still bad: drugs, guns, violence. I lost a few friends along the way due to those things. And I went through a lot of strange emotions. I got robbed at gunpoint at one point, and the same people that robbed me at gunpoint would actually go on to kill one of my friends. So it's a very strange time. I was coming up on 18 years old, and I wanted to change, and I just really didn't know how. So I started looking online for mentors. I Googled how to not be depressed, and Jordan Peterson came up, and like many of you, you found Jordan Peterson and then you started learning. Patrick Bet-David was a big one, Valuetainment YouTube channel. So I started looking at all these YouTube videos to try to figure out how to change. So at the time, I had actually been to a few funerals for people that are young and shouldn't passed away when they did. And Jordan Peterson talks about this idea that you want to be the strongest person at your father's funeral. I wasn't going to my father's funeral, but for my friends and my family and my peers, I wanted to be someone who was strong and a leader and a shoulder to cry on. So I started shifting my mindset. I started reading books like The Compound Effect, Think and Grow Rich, and I started shifting all of my beliefs. I left my hometown and I went to college. I got arrested and I beat all the charges at that time, and I made it out. So I went to school in Wilmington. It was a complete culture shock. I showed up with camo shorts, listening to Wiz Khalifa with Jordan Retro 5s on, and everybody else was wearing Sperry's and chubby shorts, and I didn't know where I was. So every weekend I would go back home to sell weed and get high, basically. And in 2019, I was kind of 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And I woke up one day, and unfortunately, 2 of my best friends passed away at the same time. One of them due to gun violence, and one of them due to a drug overdose. And so that was a big one. Still didn't know what to think. I was still trying to shift my beliefs, but I kept getting handed these cards that like just felt like, what the fuck? Like, how is this happening to me? Go into COVID hits. I got more time on my hands. I started figuring out where to get more mentorships. I started doing more content, more books and things. I graduated in 2020, but with a degree in finance, but I didn't want to go to Wall Street. I didn't want to go into banking. My buddy at the time, he was in sales and he started his own construction company. And basically he invited me to be it was him and his friend Kirkland, Jacob and Kirkland, and they invited me to be the third partner of the business. And so I left Wilmington and I went to Tennessee. Give me a second, people keep calling me. I went to Wilmington and, I went to Tennessee, I left Wilmington, and that was another culture shock. So I left my girlfriend, I tried to quit selling weed. I was still 1 foot in and 1 foot out now. And I would go back to North Carolina every weekend and just kind of like stay on top of the weed stuff. I started selling construction packages though, anywhere from $2,000 to like $25,000. My first legal deal that I sold was for 18 grand. And the guy's name was Thomas Fincham, I'll never forget it. And I got $1,500 in commission. So I made $1,500 in an hour, keyword, legally. So that was a big deal. It was a complete brain-breaking moment. And I was like, hey, I can make fast money, but it doesn't have to be selling drugs. So I was becoming more and more sold on that. And basically, there was a weekend that I went home to sell weed, and my net profit for that venture was like $2,400. And basically, it was a full day of driving back and forth, risking it, looking in the rearview mirror, wondering if the cops are gonna pull me over or whatever. And so while I was in North Carolina, my buddy Kirkland, that was the partner of the construction company, sold a $30,000 bathroom remodel. And it was my appointment that I was supposed to run if I would have stayed in town. And I would have made $3,000 in less time, less effort, and less risk. And he texted me and he sent me a screenshot of the invoice paid. And he said, miss you. And I was like, okay. So now my opportunity cost was actually higher if I were to continue doing the fast money thing. So I knew I needed to transition out of selling weed because of that opportunity cost. So 2022 rolls around. My best friend Logan signs up for a marathon in February, 4 years ago exactly today. And I asked him how I could support him because I was doing all this personal development stuff, right? And I was trying to change my life, and I thought it was awesome. He lost 100 pounds in a year, completely changed his life, Joe Rogan, David Goggins thing, the whole nine. And he's like, hey, you can come and watch me. And I was like, that sounds dumb. Why don't I just run the marathon with you? And he's like, it's in 3 weeks, there's no way. You can't do it. And I was like, bet. And so I signed up for the marathon. And then 3 weeks later, we would go on to actually run a marathon. And so I was listening to all this personal development stuff, but I didn't really have a container to really apply it. I had the sales, but I was looking for more growth. So I decided to run the marathon. And then we ended up crossing the finish line together and inspiring a bunch of people from my shitty hometown where everybody's dying and there's no inspiration anywhere. And so we would then go on to sign up for a 100-mile race, and then we did a couple of those that year. People would message me saying, hey, you're so inspiring, you know, I'm trying to better my life because I see you bettering your life, and I became addicted to the feeling of someone being inspired by me. And it was a selfless thing, but it was selfish to me because it felt really good. And that's when it became not really about me anymore. So around that same time, I went to the Vault conference. It's hosted by Patrick Bet-David. Tickets like $2,000, and I put it on my credit card. I was dead broke. I invested all my money, and I thought I was gonna come down to Florida where they host the event, and I thought a hotel room was going to be included in the thing. And I go and I check in, and I'm like, okay, where's the hotel room? And they're like, oh, you had to do that separately, right? And so basically it was sold out, and I was broke, so I slept in my car underneath the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. And I was in a room full of like 200 to 500 business owners. And that was another complete culture shock. I basically had to step out of the event the next day because I had a panic attack. And I didn't feel like I belonged. Everybody was sharp and, you know, telling about their revenue and all this other stuff. And I was just a sales guy barely hanging on. And I felt like an imposter. I was in debt, sleeping under the hotel, and paid the valet $50 just to leave me alone. And I was just like, damn, everybody's ahead of me. But at the end of the event, Patrick Bet-David shared a message, and the title of the lecture was something like, who do you want to be? And that really, really, really resonated with me. So he gave an awesome lecture, and I started thinking about that question really heavily. And so when I went to Florida, I got connected with a bunch of business owners, and we went out to Club Space, as per usual. We partied till 4 o'clock in the morning, and they spent like $5,000 on Don Julio. And I was like, okay, this is pretty awesome. But one of those guys told me that he ran an offer that helped people break into Amazon. And so I had no idea what that meant, but I found out about remote high-ticket sales. So I told him, I'm looking for mentorship. I'll basically do anything you say. I'll stab somebody. I just want someone to coach me and train me and make me better, because I don't really have that currently. And the construction company, it was just me and my two buddies. We were completely just making mistakes, very expensive. We were dumb. We were all in the same paradigm. And so nobody was leveling me up. And so I got on his sales team. And quickly they realized I was asking all these questions, and they, put me on as a setter, and I worked my way up. But I basically started transitioning out of construction and into remote sales. So this is late 2022. On the way back from the conference, I drove home and I was listening to the David Goggins book that just came out, and I decided to sign up for the Moab 240, which is a 240-mile ultramarathon. So I did the marathon, did the 100-milers, and I was like, what's next? I was thinking big. I was trying to take advantage of that. So I signed up for the Moab 240 in 2023. I wrote down my goals for 2023. It was to make $20,000 a month, run the Moab 240, and take care of my mom. And in 2023, I also decided to get sober. I quit drinking alcohol, I quit smoking weed, and that would go on to like a 16-month sobriety streak that completely changed the trajectory of my life even more. And what happened though was that it sent me down a really bad rabbit hole mentally, because I was alone in Tennessee. I was kind of isolated. I was 1 foot in on the construction, 1 foot out. I quit selling weed. I had to kind of burn my old identity, and I didn't have any community. And I couldn't come home and smoke a blunt every day because I said I was going to be sober, and I started posting on Snapchat about it. So I didn't want to let the people down. And I actually had to deal with my emotions. So that was new. And there was one thing that kept me going though, and it was this 240-mile ultra marathon that was on the calendar. So I signed up for the race, and that's what kept me motivated. I basically fell on my face. The Amazon offer turned out to be a complete sham. They were just ripping people off. And then I found out about what fulfillment looks like, and what good and bad fulfillment looks like. Or bad only. I decided to leave that company and then look for another offer. I invested $7,000 into another coaching program. It was a complete sham. They basically sold me a bunch of motivational quotes, and that was, kind of a shock, but I wasn't gonna give up. So I started DMing a bunch of offer owners, and eventually I hit this guy up. His name is Dickie Bush. He's the co-founder of the Premium Ghostwriting Academy, one of the most successful biz op coaching programs that teaches writers how to build a business. So they hired me on as the first sales rep. I told them same thing. Yo, I found your podcast on YouTube. Tell me what to do. I'll stab somebody. I just want a good company with good mentorship that also delivers for their clients. And that's the most important thing for me, because I'm not going to represent something that I don't believe in. So we started hitting it hard. I came in, became the top sales rep, and I was the top sales rep there every single month, 20 months in a row. Closing deals left and right, and I had this 240-mile race to prepare for as well. And even though my closing started picking up, my mindset wasn't all the way there. It was kind of like a lagging indicator, and because of the sobriety and the new culture shock and everything. And so similar to how this event got put together, it was super last minute and nothing went to plan, and we had a ragtag crew. It was me, Snook, who's in the crowd right there, and one of my best friends, and he was like my little brother. His name is Austin Parker. And I'm referring to the Moab race now. So we basically come and we go to run this Moab 240. We're the ragtag crew, complete underdogs. We don't know anything about anything. And we barely got in. I was like the last person to be accepted off of the lottery. But we would go out there and we would get to mile 170. We didn't quit, but we ran out of time. And so it was the first time in my life that I truly gave it every single ounce of everything that I had, and I fell short. It depends on how you define it, I guess, but I didn't meet the goal. And so what was interesting about that, though, is that through this sobriety thing and people paying attention and sending me all the notes and stuff, I kind of shedded all that depression because I just burned it to the ground, basically. And I started hearing God's voice. So that's where God started speaking to me a lot more heavily, and I had a lot of alone time in the desert, because you're basically in the middle of nowhere, and it's quieter than quiet, and you get a lot of alone time out there, and you don't have really much else to do but listen to your antenna from your mental. So I didn't complete the race, but I was kind of set free. And so that brings us to the end of 2023. I moved to Charlotte, back closer to my hometown, and I focused completely on the same goals that I had fell short of going into 2024. So $20K a month, run the Moab 240, take care of my mom. So I would go on in that offer, closing almost $6 million in 2 years for PGA. And in 2024, I signed up for another 100-mile race, which is the same one that we had did originally after the first marathon. And my buddy Austin Parker signed up, as well as Snook and a couple other people that are here. And I helped them get to the finish line of a 100-mile race. And unfortunately, 2 months after that, Austin would go on to pass away due to a devastating motorcycle accident. Luckily, I was in a much better financial position because of remote sales, and I was actually able to help take care of the financial burden of the funeral. And 3 months later, the Meetup 240 was on the calendar. But this time, I wouldn't have my pacer with me from the year before. So it was up to me to bring it across the finish line. So I had some money in my pocket, and I hired a guy named Pierce Show to help me crew the race, because Lord knows I'm not the best with logistics. Okay, I don't know how to count beds and do the other stuff on the other side. So we went out there and we did the Meetup 240. We finished with an hour to spare. It took me 116 hours. I slept for 10 total hours, and we ran 240 miles. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done to this day. Nothing even comes close to it. We finished with an hour to spare. And during that race, I got even closer to God. I had a lot of alone time in the desert, and Pierce is a big mentor of mine in the faith realm. And if you know him, which a lot of you do, he's just the best. And so he helped me get to the finish line. He helped me get closer to God. And while we were running, God told me that I was on the right pathway. And I felt Austin's spirit there, right there with me during the race. And so I was about to DNF the race at mile 26. I started throwing up. And if you're at mile 26 of a 240 marathon, you got 200 miles to go, and I'm basically like flatlining. And I didn't think I was gonna make it. But I'm in the desert, and I sit down like on this rock, and I'm just like, fuck me. Like, I don't know if I can continue any longer. But I was like, okay, I might as well just keep walking and just take one more step. And I felt Austin, I felt God, I felt all these emotions. And then I put on Creed, One Last Breath, typed 10-hour loop, Creed, One Last Breath, 10-hour loop, and picked up the pace from there. So we would go on to finish the race, and during the race, Pierce and I were talking. He was talking about faith and how you need to like redeclare your faith and the rebirth and baptism and all this stuff. And I was like, hey man, if we finish this race, will you baptize me at the hotel room in the hot tub? So we go on to finish the race, and I got baptized right afterwards, and I rededicated my life to Christ. So going into 2025, I continued to progress, but I was also looking for a new fish, new pond type of situation. And I was one day away from moving to Miami. This is for everyone in the room. I was one day away from moving to Miami, but Dylan Vergara actually sent me a video. Where's Dylan at? He's somewhere. Dylan Vergara sent me a video of the house that I live in now. And he was like, hey, you should move into this like closer compound. Everybody's making mysterious online income. This would be perfect for you. And I was literally one day away. I was gonna sign a deposit the next day, and I was like, you know what? Put me on the phone with this guy. So I called Casey, who actually yesterday got engaged, and I replaced him in the compound. So I flew to Miami. I flew to Austin from Miami on a one-way flight. I met Valentina, I met Dylan, I met a bunch of these guys that are here that are local, and they sold me on moving to Austin instead. And so when I went to Dylan's event later, I moved here September 1st, and then Dylan hosted the serial sales event. And I met a bunch of awesome sales guys in person, and I was like, hey, I want to recreate something like this. I didn't know what it was going to be exactly, but I wanted to help people basically kind of run marathons and go farther than they think they can. And so basically at his event, I just offered to pay for 20 people to run the Austin Marathon. And I was like, I don't think I can close them and get them to pay for it, but I think I can close them if I pay for it. So that's what I did. So I signed up 20 people, and that cost me about $5,000. And then I was like, well, what if I could not go into debt for that? And then the Marathon Mindset Meetup was born. So I went to another mastermind here in Austin by this guy named Alex Moscow, who taught people how to run profitable events. I think I went to the bathroom when they did the profitable part, but I decided to run an event, and that's where my Marathon Mindset Meetup was born. So I started posting on social media. I'm doing this podcast. I'm trying to get all the biggest guys in the sales space to collaborate. Instead of pointing fingers at each other and hating on each other, I would say, how about we flip that and just bring everybody together and interact together and share alpha and help each other win. So I called Tristan Steckler and Dylan. I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. I had no idea what I was doing, but it's happening. We put it on the calendar for the weekend of the marathon, which happened to be Valentine's Day. So all my married folks, for the married folks, give yourself a round of applause. You still made it. A couple of guys in here. But I was like, hey, let's do this thing. So we got a bunch of marathon runners, then a bunch of sales guys, and now we have over 50 people here in Austin, Texas. So networking, doing the same things that I was doing to get better in my career, making connections, creating new opportunities, getting better together. So during the weekend, during this event today, I just ask that you soak it up, okay? A lot of times we're in the house, on Zoom, in our bedroom most likely. You know, you got the good microphone, but they don't know what's on the other side of that camera vision. So you're in person, right? Soak it up. And whether you're running the marathon or not, the marathon is one thing, but the marathon mindset is in one sentence, you can go further than you think that you can, okay? So I'm here to challenge your limiting beliefs just like you do with prospects, okay? So I promise you, someone like me, coming from a small town, grew up poor, all the rest of the fucking victim story, whatever, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm not special. I just take action before I even know what I'm really doing, and I pray to God that it works out. And luckily for Chris and Harrison and a couple of my friends that I called on, it did work out. And a couple people being really patient with me, Jason. And basically what I wanted to do is ask you to think bigger. I want you to challenge your own goals. I want you to challenge your limiting beliefs. I want you to find where your flaws in your belief systems are and delete them just like you do for your prospects. So we're gonna have a bunch of awesome speakers today. I want you to know that they all started out just like you, okay? They didn't just pop into the scene and become the top dog. If you're a setter on an offer, we started out just like you. We worked our way up, okay? I'm honored to have you here, and this is gonna be the first of many of these events, and it means the world to me that you can come out here and that I can host this. And so one more time, you can go a lot further than you think. But you have to sign up for the race, and you have to do what is required to get to the finish line. So let's give it up for everybody that is here at the Marathon Mindset Meetup of 2026. Thank you all. And I wrote this in 5 minutes right before this with 500 milligrams of caffeine and 2 hours of sleep, so you can do it too.
All right, let's give it up for Tristan one more time. Part of the reason why we are having these sessions in different parts of the building is what also is that you Tristan, so we want to put this event together not just so that we With your phones, out notes, write down one thought that you want to take away from the talk that you just heard. What's up, baby? And one way that you can apply it. Because if you just everything, you will not remember.
How'd I do?
So after every talk,
That was awesome, bro.
Thank you, bro.
hang on to, and one way that you can apply it. So go ahead and jot that down real quick.
Man, is it hot in here?
All right, go ahead and turn to someone next to you, maybe someone that you don't know. Introduce yourself and share with them what was the thought that you said you want to remember, and what was the actionable item that you said you would execute on. Meet someone next to you, make friends, and why we are here.
There's one right there. Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all can pour in here.
Yeah.
All right, come on. Oh, shit. Oh.
Great work, bro.
Yeah, thank you, my man. No, I got this, bro. Nobody can hear what you said in the other rooms. Yeah. This is the rule. We got to keep this up here. Hey, sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. We're getting it right. We got to keep this mic right here.
No clicker?
No clicker. We paid for clicker.
We need to click.
Okay, let's take this out here because this is what we know. So last time.
Make sure you have like a word ready for your speakers. Have like a word ready for your speakers. You have to honor them.
How to intro the weird.
All right, so that was our first session for the day. All right, so that was our first session for the day. So if you just kind of willy-nilly grabbed a seat because you're like, okay, I just need to sit down somewhere because it's getting awkward, that is great. If your back is starting to hurt because you're in a bad seat and you want to move around, we have some chairs in every location. So if you want to readjust, we do want to make sure, since this is the live session, that everyone gets a chance to hear it live. So wherever you're at for this morning is where you'll be at the morning. But we have an afternoon and evening session as well. So we're going to encourage you, if you were here for the morning live, afternoon, try to go to some of the, either in the basement or the movie theater. It's great seats. You can sit down, lay back. If you're okay standing and you don't mind, then that's fine too. But at least some of these nice seats, yeah, we're gonna give to people who did not have a chance to be here live in the boiler room. Yeah. If you guys need a good stretch, go to the bathroom, get a drink, go ahead and do so right now.
Testing. We are testing. Where's that microphone at? Huh? I got a guy. I don't want to get people high though. I want to get people fly or run or walk. That's right. Ready, intro? Oh, I was there.
You can just pop it there. Basically.
Oh. Where's the mic?
Yeah. Mic is over on the.
Where's the microphone? Y'all got it? Testing. All right, 10 seconds, folks. We're having awesome conversations. Wrap them up. Thanks for bearing with us. It's a little warm in here. I'm going to go find the air conditioner. For those who like their life on 70 plus degrees, I don't identify with that. So I'm going to go turn it down to 68 somewhere.
Can you test the click real quick?
No way. This ain't 68. It's a scam. Okay. You want me to run it? Oh, baby. Technologically advanced. Here, let me introduce him, because that's going to be on the... Whoever speaks has to have this. Ready? I'm going to pass this off to you. No, I'm going to pass this off to you, because the people that are on the stream can't hear it. All righty, 5, 4, ouch, 3, 2, 1. All right, team. This next guest is ultra special, ultra handsome. Look at his biceps. Let's give it up for a dear friend of mine. Wait. Let's give it up for a dear friend of mine. He and I met back in 2022.
I think 22 in Miami.
Yeah, Miami. When I was going through that sobriety depression thing, I went to a Grant Cardone conference. So you could tell where my mental state was at that point. 10X Growth Con, and I met Simon. And we had a blast, and we met, and we stayed connected on Instagram. And then I went to Bali in December, which is where he lives, and we met up. And then he noticed that I was gaining weight because I wasn't running as much. And so he hooked me up with his power coaching program. He's a fitness coach, multi-six-figure per month offer owner, and all-around amazing human being, an absolute stud of an individual. You got to pull this guy to the side and connect with him. His program is super worth it. If you looked on the landing page, you saw my AI transformation that is going to be happening in real time. So give it up for Simon Thompson, ladies and gentlemen.
Am I gonna have this one or?
Button that up. No, I hope so.
Delayed in there,
Yeah.
There you go. Can you guys hear me? I need that one there as well.
This is for this.
This is for everything we lapped
We're
on
going
here.
global, by the way. We're all
That's
over
from.
international.
That's from. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. So let me get the clickerings up.
So you can drown that out.
Yep. Clicker. Clicker works. Boom. Let's rock and roll. So we have about like 20, 30 minutes together now. So my intention with the presentation here is not really to motivate you or anything. I always seem to come up first. I don't know why, but there you go. Now I want to share with you like a very simple health routine that I've been doing for the last decade that I promise you is going to make you more money. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because this is what took me from... Is that not connecting? Fucking hell. Hey. You need a clicker, yeah. Is that good? Boom. Yeah, so basically from being a drug addict throughout my teens, had nothing going on for me, living in Denmark and really just deteriorating myself, my confidence, my self-esteem, everything around me was just a mess at that time. To basically turning into becoming one of the best fitness athletes in Denmark, using this simple routine to then moving overseas to Australia, becoming a 7-figure entrepreneur and basically helping people transform all over the world. All with this simple routine I'm gonna share with you guys today. But again, this is not about me or about us or what we do, it's about you, okay? And the change you wanna make. And more importantly, how do we go about making that change and making that change stick? Usually our audience is a little bit older, so you guys, you already switched on with a lot of these things here, but take notes on today because it's crucial. You're all in sales, right? So we're gonna sell ourselves, right? We're gonna sell ourselves on like, what are we actually gonna do and why is it important to do so? So when we're boiling down the definition of sales and what we do on a day-to-day basis is really just how do we influence people to take a desired action? Simple as that. And again, more importantly, how do you sell yourself on waking up today, fucking doing the work, grinding, going out, networking, and these sort of things? There's always like, there's a decision you have to make on a day-to-day basis, okay? So when we're looking at the the concepts of that, right? We need to have some clarity, right? I know where I'm going. I know what I want. Certainty. I'm confident that I can actually do it and I can get the results with it. And then we need some urgency, which is the most important thing. When you're on a sales call, what's the most important thing at the end, right? It's they want it now. And that's the same thing for us, okay? So the concept that really boils this down is the concept of pain versus pleasure. What are we moving towards, okay? And what are we moving away from? And when I started studying this, like probably a decade ago, like really diving into psychology, human behaviors and stuff, I remember I was watching this interview with a psychologist, and he was talking to his student, where his student turned around to him and said, like, am I wasting my time trying to help people change? Guys, we need to unlock. Tristan? Or someone. But he was talking with his psychologist, okay, and the student turned around to him and said, am I wasting my time trying to help people change? And the psychologist turned around to him and said, yeah, in theory you are. Because most people, they only change when they're either experiencing severe pain or trauma, right? That's the only great motivator for people to actually change. Can we get the slides up again, guys?
You're still talking.
I'm still talking, yeah. Background music.
Son did a client story that tells this well.
Yeah, and I will share him in a second. But yeah, we had Alan, one of our guys. He's a sales executive in Australia. You know, he was 112 kilos, out of shape, never done anything, drug addiction as well in the past. And yeah, it's really just the routines, the simple routines to put in place to really just change these behaviors and change these routines that override that. And that's
He was doing well before in sales, but you helped him go to that next level.
oh my God, yeah.
Chris' laptop.
Chris?
Where's Chris? Your laptop.
And make sure it doesn't cut off.
You got him in the laptop.
Yeah, I'll share him in a second there, because yeah, that's the thing. So then make sure it doesn't go up again. Oh my God, buddy. Show, and then 2 seconds, connect. Am I still going in there? That is delayed. Right? Beautiful. Yep, we good? And then just make sure it doesn't do that again. But anyway, yeah, let's rock and roll. Okay, so basically, yeah, the story with the psychologist, plus doing more than 6,000 plus one-on-one consultations in person, online, Zoom. I'll figure out 2 things. Okay, most people only change. 1, when it hurts now. I don't want to be where I'm at right now. I don't like the financial situation I'm in right now. Or the fear of the future. Like, what's going to happen in the future if I don't change? So when we can distill that down, we can really we can help ourselves, okay? Because most people, they don't change because they fucking live in okay land. I'm making money, I'm okay, I'm young, I still have time and stuff, and that's why we don't move. So how do we actually, how do we use pain prematurely to make ourselves change before it's too late, before it's actually happening, all right? And we're gonna use the mind for what is best for it. Projecting mental images through thought. Thinking, visualization, like actually channeling the focus on what we want and what we don't want. So I actually want to do a quick exercise together with you guys now. So if you have pen and paper, or if you use your phone, just pull up your notes. And then let's do this quick exercise together. Okay? So what I want you to do, if you have notes, you just go at the top. If you have pen and paper, you go a column, and then left and then right side. So then on the left side, you write now. And on the right side, you write future. Okay? I want you to think about a change you want to make now. And for this context, we can use your health, use your well-being, your mindset, your high performance, how you want to show up. Use that as an example now. I want you to think about a specific change, a tangible and measurable change you want to make. Okay? So for this example here, I would like to lose 20 pounds. Nobody really wants to lose 20 pounds for the sake of losing 20 pounds. What is the pain associated with the change you want to make? What's the emotion wrapped into the change you want to make? For this example, I feel gross when I look at myself in the mirror and I see the muffin top hanging out on the side. That's the emotion you want to wrap into the tangible change you want to make. And again, think about this in any area you want to change in. You got that? So now you flip the page, or go to the right, or go to the bottom. And then I now want you to play it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years if nothing changed with the change you want to make. Okay? What would that look like? How would that make you feel? And what would have been affected outside of yourself as a result of that? Desktop block, yeah. Glad it's delayed. We good? Beautiful. You guys got that? Amazing. So an example over here, right? I would have gained another 10 to 20 pounds and completely given up on the way I look and the way I feel. The pain associated with that expanded out. I'm slow, I'm sloppy, and I'm lacking the energy and the drive. Okay, not only have I noticed, but everyone around me has as well. And I show up self-conscious to meeting, I'm losing deals, and I eventually quit and move back into the basements of my parents. That's a fictional story where you're basically adding in all layers of pain in there to give you the urge to actually move forward. Okay? That's what we do every single day when we communicate, right? We create that urgency by getting clear about that. So if it was just negative, 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 nobody would do anything. So what I want you to do now is then flip the page. And I want you to write your name down at the top. And I want you to write the date of today 1 year from now. Okay? And then I want all of you now to then close your eyes. Deep breath in. And then picture yourself 1 year from now. What would that look like? What would that feel like? What would that 2.0 version of you be? What results would you have created from the discipline, the focus, and the total commitment that you gave yourself today? You can open your eyes. Whatever you wrote down, you turn it opposite now. I'm 185 pounds. I'm leaner, I'm fitter, and I'm stronger than ever before. My energy and my confidence is through the roof, and my drive and edge in business is next level. Both my finances and my life overall reflects this. I have freedom, I have time, and I'm excited. What's the opposite? I want you to write that down now. First present tense, I am, I have, I do. And put it into a nice statement like that with the change you made. Does anyone have one ready? Want to share? Clarity? What's the change you want to make?
Mine?
Yeah?
Clear out my consumer debt.
Clearing your consumer debt. And what's the opposite of that?
Consumer debt free.
What's the opposite of that?
Not doing it.
Financial freedom.
Financial freedom.
That's it.
My version of it.
Yeah. Anyone else? A change, a vision statement.
Sure. Yeah, I wrote, I am 185 pounds, I have unlimited energy, focus, and drive. I do elite health standards daily.
Yeah, love it. Amazing. And what would then be affected as a result of that? What's changed around you?
Income, relationships, energy.
Love it. The reason why we work predominantly with entrepreneurs and business owners is because this is who we are ourselves. But it's if you can tie in maybe something there is not your natural thing with something there is, aka being in good shape equals more money, right? Being in shape equals I show up and I'm never gonna give up, right? Most people they have figured out one part, but then they don't tie it in. It's a negative thing. Like it's hard for me to go to the gym. So when we can link the positive association with it, I see that that's really what gets the driver going, okay? But again, in the end of the day, whatever you wrote down now, it only becomes real when you actually align yourself with it, right? When you actually start doing the things necessary towards that, right? And again, as I said to you in the beginning, I don't want this to just be a blah, blah motivational thing. It's gonna be actionable things you actually can take with you here, okay? And that's where we're gonna use the body right now to really build this momentum. The reason why I'm obsessed and why I started with the fitness is because it's tangible. The reason why you guys are in sales and why it's good, right, it's because it's tangible, right? You can move that bar every single day. You can get better every single day. Same thing with your body, right? In business, right? When your body is off, your energy is off. When your energy is off, your focus drops. When your focus drops, decisions get sloppy, and sloppy decisions cost you money, right? Business is a game of confidence. Period, end of story. All the tactics you're learning today, all the tricks, all the books, only works if you do the work, okay? And the confidence aspect comes down to what are you pouring into yourself on a day-to-day basis? How do you show up, right? Because what's the saying? You can't be Hercules over here and then be a freaking slob over here, right? It's congruency. So how you show up on these calls, how you show up for your team, how you show up for your business, all starts with you, right? The daily routines and the things you're doing in there, okay? So what I want to give you now is basically the routine mapped out as I talked about in the beginning. And you will see the things on here now and think, wow, that's very simple. And you're probably doing aspects of it already, but it's the combination of the things and the simplicity in it that is the hardest part for people to do and do consistently, okay? So the first part I want you to commit yourself to, and if you take notes, write this down. 7-day sleep schedule, okay? It means you go to bed and you wake up at the same time 7 days of the week. If you take one thing away from this thing, fucking this is the killer, okay? Because one thing, you are compounding the energy, the recovery, the rest, the energy, and the mindset you get from that, right, over time. But two, you're cutting out all the bullshit. What do they say? Like nothing good happens after 9 p.m. So you are naturally cutting out the late night snacking, the going out, the boozing, the drinking, the drugging and stuff, simply just by getting to bed and have that cutoff time. And naturally you will start waking up without an alarm and you'll feel freaking, like you'll feel on fire just from that thing, okay? Number 2 is hydration and then morning movement. We lose about 1 liter of water while we're sleeping. So if you pang out like coffee straight away first thing in the morning, you're gonna be even more dehydrated. So water in the morning, 1 liter, right? I do salt in my water. I do a lemon in my water to alkaline and feed up the minerals and stuff again. And then I get out for a walk, right? Walking right away in the morning. You've been sleeping, you've been laying down for the last 8 hours. Wake up, okay? It doesn't have to be a workout. Just move your body and get out there. Number 3 is hot and cold exposure. Now I live in Bali, so I have gyms basically on every single corner. 2 minutes, right? I'm in a cold plunge and then I go into a sauna. But if you don't, shower up, all right, and then finish on cold, literally just to wake up. Again, there's so many health benefits from that, but again, I'm using it for mindset, right? I don't want to wake up, fucking going downstairs, turn on the coffee machine, go to the laptop, and then start doing colds. Like, you're gonna rock up like, I don't know, you can maybe do it for 1 or 2 days, but this is so simple, right? But it's overlooked. Number 4 is center yourself, all right? So you sleep good now, we hydrate, we go for a morning movement, hot and cold exposure, and then you center yourself afterwards. Sit in a chair like that. I don't really care what you do, to be honest. You can visualize, you can meditate, you can pray, but you're setting an intention for today. Who do you want to show up as? What do you want to do? What are the changes you want to make? Close your eyes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. And then number 5, write down your goals. First, present, tense. Every single day. I've done it for a decade now, and pretty much all of the goals have been achieved. This is not to-dos. This is not like, let's do this next month. No, this is big goals. This is revenue targets. This is health, well-being, relationships, whatever you want to do. Like, write them down because it center yourself into the future. And if you have some extra time, you read, right? You guys read the Bible, you read books, I do Kindle. But get some information in there first thing in the morning. So this is like the 5 steps that is combined together. You can do that in 30 minutes, 40 minutes or less. Super simple, okay? Now most people, they come to us because they want to look better. They want to transform their body. They want to lose body fat. They want to build muscle. So the 2 extra things that I will add into that is basically our 4 in 10 method. And the 4 in 10 method basically boils down to you're eating 4 meals in a 10-hour window. So you're basically having a 14 hours fast. So let's say you have dinner at 7, then you have breakfast at 10. It gives you the whole morning to be fasted, black coffee, water, and then you just get straight to work. Now the kicker to that one here is 2 of the meals, you do protein only. So I've never been a big guy on like counting calories, MyFitnessPal and these things because I think it's good to learn, but it becomes inconsistent over time. I want to follow a framework that I can do anywhere all the time so I can stay on track. So the 2 of the meals is protein only, okay? And then the 2 other meals is where you're getting your carbohydrates. So you're placing them before and after your workout. And then the 2 other meals is gonna be fucking yogurt, protein shakes, eggs, like it's just pure protein. And it's a concept because you can move around that. So I'm traveling right now. So every time we go out for dinner, what do I order? Steak and veggies, right? It's a simple concept that you can always use and you can stay on track. Number 2 is the progressive overload. And you guys, I can see a lot of you guys are already training, right? But the concept there is really just, doesn't matter how many marathons you're doing, how many high intensity classes, how many paddle sessions you're doing. Even with your diet, you're not gonna look lean and athletic just by doing that. You have to force the muscles to grow. You have to get into the gym and do the progressive overload. So more reps, more weights in the bar, more sets, more volume. And in theory, just push yourself better, right? Good form and technique, and then pound those weights out. I don't care if you do 3 sessions, 4 sessions, or 5 sessions per week, but that's really it, okay? So when you're boiling this down here, is that simple? Is it rocket science? No. Therefore, we can do it, right? Like, I'm not really the biggest biohacker guy. I like it personally, but it's not something we teach and something we give to our clients because 99% of people, they don't fucking need that. They need to rock up, they need to build consistency and get that discipline going and then see the physical changes from that so they actually can believe in it. That's it, okay? So my promise to you guys is if you do this for the next 30 days, trust me, you might be doing well right now. You might be doing good. You might be doing 1 or 2 of the things. You might already be going to the gym, but maybe it's the center yourself. Maybe it's the write down your goals part that you want to add into your routine. I'm telling you, it's gonna change everything because you put yourself on the clock. Just me going to this marathon over here was like an added into my routine that freaking fired me up again to like really push and like do the work in a different way. So oftentimes we just need that edge for ourselves. And then again, imagine you do that for the next 30 days, the next year, the next 2 years consistently. And that's why people ask like, how do you stay in shape all year round? Well, it's a habit, right? It's a routine, it's a mindset, it's a discipline, it's a standard. And that standard shows up in business, okay? Like the amount of personal trainers over the years I saw in the gym, they were sloppy, they were out of shape. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? That's like principle number 1. And sales guys, I remember I went to this mastermind. I went to this mastermind in Dubai, and this guy was talking about high-level net worth, like he was networking with billionaires and stuff. And he was fat, he was out of shape, his fucking t-shirt were up here, you could see his belly hanging out. Like, I just couldn't take him serious. And I don't know, like maybe, is it superficial or not? I don't know, but it's like, this is how we are as human beings. We judge based on what we see. Can I trust this source? So when you rock up on a Zoom call, right, get your hair going to the side, get your t-shirt on, get your freaking energy going in your face, right? Because your posture and everything around you is gonna change, when you put in the work on yourself, okay? It becomes addictive. And that was the guy I was talking about before. So Alan came to us, he's a sales executive, okay? 112 kilos, 0 muscle on his body, traveling around the country, okay? And we installed the routines, 84 kilos. Built muscle underneath. But more importantly, he built the discipline and the routines to do it and do it consistently. And that's the key. And that's what we do for all our guys every single day, all the way around the world, okay? So what I want to do for you guys and what I have my team to do is actually put this routine together. So I know you took a lot of notes. We put the routines together into a more detailed breakdown of each habit, right? Checklist, cheat sheet that you can implement. We put in a complete routines you can follow in the gym and meal plan as well. They're following that 4 in 10 method, right? Complete for free. So grab your phones right now and then scan the screen. And you guys are in business as well. So scan the thing, you type in the keyword and you can see how I'm running my business. What is my funnel? What is my email flow? Okay? How do we push people to a call? What do we do there? Right? So ATX Mastermind, all capital letters. And that's it, guys. I'm really just here to like, I want to give, I want to help, and I want to see people succeed, because the money you make means nothing, but the fulfillment and the joy you get from helping other people is everything. All right? I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. You on next? Thank you, brother. Thank you, guys.
All right, let's get it one more time for Simon. You gotta lift that shirt one more time, too. All right. Real quick, we're gonna take a quick break. We need to. Where's Harrison? Okay. We need to work out some technical difficulties. In the meantime, if you need to go to the bathroom, stretch out a little bit. Also, don't forget to write down what is one thought that you want to hang onto your Apple Notes. You're gonna have, by the end of this weekend, just a notepad with like 10 to 12 different thoughts, ideas, 10 to 12 different actionable items. What is one thought you want to hang onto from Simon's talk this morning? What is one actionable item?